Can you imagine a whole island inside New York City, where no one is allowed to set foot, no tourists, no residents, no trespassing? This is North Brother Island, a small patch of land sitting quietly in the East River, between the Bronx and Rikers Island, just a few hundred meters from the bustling city, and yet it feels like it belongs to another world entirely. Back in the 1800s, New York was growing fast, overcrowded, dirty, and full of immigrants, arriving every day through Ellis Island. But with that came something deadly: disease. Smallpox, tuberculosis, scarlet fever, diphtheria. These weren't rare, they were everywhere. Hospitals on the mainland were overwhelmed, so the city came up with a chilling idea: send the sick away. In 1885, they chose this isolated spot, North Brother Island, to build Riverside Hospital, a quarantine facility designed to contain the most dangerous infections of the time. Here, ferries would quietly bring in patients from the city, many against their will. Once you arrived, you didn't leave until you were cured or dead. Imagine that, hearing the city's noise faintly across the water, but being trapped on an island that was more of a prison than a hospital. But one name made this island infamous forever. Her name was Mary Mallon, better known as Typhoid Mary. She was an Irish immigrant working as a cook in wealthy New York homes. The strange part, she looked perfectly healthy, but wherever she went, families started falling sick and dying from typhoid fever. Doctors eventually discovered she was what we now call a healthy carrier. She carried the bacteria Salmonella typhi in her body, but never showed symptoms herself. Authorities tried to make her stop working as a cook, but she refused. She didn't believe she was the cause. So in 1907, the health department forcibly quarantined her right here on North Brother Island. She spent 26 years here, alone, angry, and famous for all the wrong reasons. When she died in 1938, her body was cremated, and the island's legend grew darker than ever. After the decline of infectious disease outbreaks, the hospital shut down in the 1940s. But North Brother Island wasn't done yet. After World War II, the city tried turning it into housing for returning veterans and their families, but it didn't work. The isolation was too much, ferry transport was unreliable, and people didn't want to live on what they called the Ghost Island. Then in the 1950s, the city tried again, this time as a rehabilitation center for heroin addicts. It was one of the first in the US, and the idea was simple: remove addicts from the streets and isolate them here, away from temptation. But it turned out to be more like a forced detention center. Patients couldn't leave without permission. Guards patrolled the grounds. Eventually, scandals, mismanagement, and funding issues shut it down for good by the 1960s. And just like that, North Brother Island was abandoned again. What happens when you leave a city to nature? On North Brother Island, you can still find the hospital buildings, but they're crumbling, being slowly swallowed by ivy, vines, and trees. Staircases go nowhere, doors hang open. Old hospital beds are rusting under layers of moss. Today, the island looks like something straight out of a post-apocalyptic movie. New York's own Chernobyl, minus the radiation. But here's the twist: this eerie silence became something beautiful. In the 1980s, the city realized the island had become a sanctuary for birds, especially black-crowned night herons, a rare and protected species. So now, the island is officially a protected bird sanctuary under the New York City Department of Parks and Recreation. No one is allowed to visit except for researchers and a few authorized officials. Even journalists and urban explorers need special permits, and they're rarely granted.